What's up, guys? So today's video is going to be kind of short and sweet, just a little tidbit for the lighter people out there. Recently did my video on the Zippo Soft Flame Insert, and in that video I had the paperwork sitting there, but I never actually read it. And I was just kind of looking over some of the instructions here, and I saw something in here which reminded me of a video topic that I wanted to make, and I'm doing it right now. So if you look at the instructions here, this says butane filling instructions. Some inserts are shipped filled with butane or empty without fuel. If the insert is filled, it's ready for use. If empty, follow instructions below. Always fill with Zippo, registered trademark, or Ronson, registered trademark, butane fuel for best performance. Now it seems weird because Ronson, aren't they competing with Zippo? Well, that's the point of today's video. Just in case you didn't know, Ronson has been around since 1913. Okay, there's so many different lighters out there, a lot of table lighters and stuff. Very cool, Ronson, right? And then you have like the Ronson fuel, and it always has been considered subpar, right? Like I use Zippo brand fuel because Ronson wasn't really as clean burning. I don't know, it just wasn't as good. It worked fine, and trust me, I have used it in Zippos for many years, but I always preferred getting Zippo brand fuel. Well, in February 2010, Zippo bought Ronson. Okay, so for the last 12 years, it's been the same company. Now, clearly, when someone buys out another company, it doesn't necessarily mean they're cleaning house and doing it all themselves. No, they just own the company. So the people at Ronson are still doing what they're doing, you know what I'm saying? But all that money gets kicked up to Zippo. Okay, so Zippo, Ronson, WR Case & Sons, it's all the same people. Just in case you didn't know, now you do. So if Zippo is saying that their fuel is top notch, now they're literally in their instructions, this is the first time I've seen this, is that they're even recommending Ronson because clearly they own it, right? So I just thought that was fascinating. If you want to see the rest of these instructions, you can pause there to see for filling purposes here. I just forgot to show this paperwork, and I thought it'd be worth mentioning for the people who don't know. Once in a blue moon, someone will ask me a question like that, like, oh, you know, Zippo, there's this brand, that brand, is Zippo really the best, whatever? Well, Zippo and Ronson is now the same. Now, as far as the Zippo style lighter, they've been around for a very, very long time. Not this insert, the insert's new. But we know Zippo has been around since 1932. And even before Zippo, this style of lighter, no, I shouldn't even use this as an example because it's not, but the original Zippo insert, that's been around forever. Now, of course, if you're a Zippo collector or enthusiast, you probably know the story, but I'll say it again just in case you don't. But Zippo basically is just a hinge. That's what it is. The old story, George G. Blaisdell, the inventor and creator of the Zippo, saw a regular standard lighter of the time, and all the lighters back then, they'd have a separate lid from the body, but they weren't on a hinge. They would just lift off. But now you have two pieces. And he saw someone struggling with this while they were trying to do something else, and a little light bulb went off in his head, and he said, well, why is this a separate piece? What if we just put a hinge there so you can use it with one hand? That's all it was. That's what a Zippo was. He didn't create this style. Well, this is a poor example because it's a butane insert, which is very new. But if you picture an original Zippo insert, that thing has existed for a very long time. Decades and decades and decades before George G. Blaisdell decided to just put a hinge on it. That's all he did. He put this little hinge on there and created a company that has been a huge part of American history. Since 1932, the Zippo has been in wars, it's been in movies, it's been everywhere. It's an iconic lighter. But it's not because he created a lighter, he took an existing lighter and put a hinge on it, which is really fascinating. And even the name Zippo, he really liked the idea of the word zipper. He was fascinated with that, zipper. It sounded great, right? So he just altered it a little bit and turned it into Zippo. So there you go. If you didn't know, now you do. So anyway, when you're at the store and you see your Zippo brand fluid sitting there, and you also see your Ronson fluid sitting there, doesn't matter which one you get. The same people are getting the money. My big question is it the same stuff in the bottle? I don't really know. Maybe they just own the company, but their fuel is still made the same way as it used to be? I don't know. Is it the same stuff? Different labels, different companies, same owner. Who knows? Maybe you could tell me. But anyway, I'm just saying, like, as far as regular Zippo lighters, I always preferred Zippo Fuel. However, there's been many, many times where I use Ronson. I've used other brands too. There was an off-brand back when I was a teenager, but that was actually dirty. It was just, I don't know, it smelled different. I didn't like it at all. It was super, super cheap. I at least would go with Ronson, but now, like I said, it's the same stuff. In fact, this bottle, let's see, I got this a while back. There it is right there. You can see it right on the label. Zippo Manufacturing Company, Bradford, Pennsylvania. So there you go. Same company. So that's all. Hopefully you guys have a fantastic day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.